What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports Channel, and in this video today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think Georgia will win the national championship for the 2023/2024 college football season. A team that's won it, now for the last couple years. They're coming off back-to-back national championship wins from last year and, of course, the year before. This Georgia program now is pretty much, the top program in the entire country of all college football. It kind of used to be Alabama, and now it seems like it's Georgia who's at the top of the college football world now. So we're going to give you 5 reasons why I think Georgia will win the national championship, but we're going to not just do Georgia. There's other teams out there that have a chance to win a national championship in 2023 and also /2024 season. But we're going to start with Georgia today, and then we'll come up with some other teams that I think have the best shot. Maybe we'll just do the top 5 teams I think have the best shot to win before we start our official predictions for the 2023 college football season starting next Sunday. So let's get right into 5 reasons why I think Georgia will win a national championship once again. It could be a three-peat for them this upcoming season. So we'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Number 5 reason is going to be the coaching staff. This coaching staff is well motivated to this team, and for good reason. Kirby Smart's really changed this program now. He's pretty much one of the top head coaches now in the entire country. And, he's not been there for a very long time. He's been there since 2016. Yes, that may seem like it's been a long time, but, Nick Saban has been in Alabama for so long, but Kirby Smart, after he left Alabama, has been the top head coach, I believe, in the entire country for the last couple years. He's had some really good defensive teams. The defense in 2021 was phenomenal. The 2022 defense from last year got better down the stretch. Of course, it started in the month of November in that Tennessee game. And that was probably the best game I think Georgia's defense played all year long. And then the offense was just obviously really good as well. It wasn't explosive, but it was definitely an offense that really was well motivated. So that's the coaching staff. The coaching staff is the reason why Georgia has now won the last couple national championships, and the reason why I think they can win a national championship once again for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. So that's number 5 reason for Georgia. Number 4 is going to be the schedule. Schedule really sets up well for this Georgia team. If you look at the schedule, they don't have to play a Power 5 non-conference team in the non-conference this year. It's not Oregon. It's not really a harder team. And the schedule, again, just really sets up well for Georgia. You look at the schedule this year, again, they don't have a really tough one. The SEC schedule is obviously going to make it tougher. But, I really don't see anybody beating Georgia in the SEC East this year. The only team I think I can see beating Georgia in the regular season is definitely Tennessee, and that game is on the road. And like I've been saying for the last couple months since we started those schedule preview and projected record series, that was probably the toughest game that Georgia's going to have on the schedule. But maybe besides Florida as well, because that's a neutral site game in Jacksonville. But I think Georgia overall has the better talented team than Florida. And they do have more talent than Tennessee, no question about it. But, Tennessee's going to have that hurry-up offense, and, Georgia's defense is going to have to deal with that. But they've been able to do it, for the last couple seasons. And they really shut down that offense last year. So I'm kind of expecting them to do that again. But Georgia this year, the schedule really sets up well, and that's the reason why I think Georgia will probably win a national championship in 2023 through /2024. Number 3 is the depth they have. They have really, some great depth charts, on both of the offense and defensive side of the balls. Defensively, they're going to be really loaded on that side of the ball. The offense is going to be a little bit, different from last year, but they should still be overall not good on that side of the ball, perhaps. And I think Georgia's got plenty of depth. They recruited so well at the highest, level in college football with Alabama. They've recruited, better than LSU or maybe those top teams in the SEC that used to be, like Florida, Alabama, and they've really reached that top level. Now, Georgia wasn't the top recruiting class this upcoming season. They were just behind Alabama, but they're definitely going to have really great talent on both sides of the ball. And the depth is the reason why I think they can win a national championship. They have 5-star players in the backup positions, and they also have, obviously, some subbing they can do. And, I think the coaching staff will take care of that. They do have some talent on that roster. So Georgia, like I said, if you look at the production they have coming back this year, is definitely the defense. They have about a 70%, their production coming back on the defense, 52% on their offense. But I think they're not going to really, I don't think there's any big concerns on the offensive side of the ball for Georgia. I think they'll be definitely fine on that side of the ball. But the number 3 reason why I think Georgia can win a national championship this year is the depth they have on both sides of the ball. They will be really good at substituting this year. Number 2 reason, though, is the defense for Georgia. Defensively, I just talked about, they do return 70% of their production last year. And this may not be a really good defense that we've seen, in the last couple years. Like I said last year when, we did our predictions for Georgia, this wasn't going to be the same defense as 2021's. But they turned out to be an aggressive defense from last year. And I think this year they're definitely going to be that like that again. The defense does return a lot from last year. Yes, they lose Jalen Carter on that side of the ball, but he's definitely gone. But I think defensively for Georgia, they brought in some freshmen, and they're going to probably have some bright futures for this Georgia Bulldogs program. And the defense, the defense for Georgia is the reason why I think they can win a national championship. They've been good on this side of the ball now for the last couple years under Kirby Smart. They've been really good on that side of the ball, ever since Kirby Smart arrived. It wasn't, really good in the first, few years, but now it seems like the last 2 years, the Georgia defense just continues to dominate throughout college football. They've not been giving up some points, and obviously, they've been, stopping the run really well. So that's the reason why I think Georgia can win a national championship is the defense. But that's not the number 1 reason. The number 1 reason, this is the most important reason I think Georgia will win a national championship this year, and that's the talent they have. The talent is there for them. They both have talents on both sides of the football. Quarterback-wise, it's going to be a different quarterback this year. Stetson Bennett's gone, but like I said, I'm not too concerned about both sides of the ball for Georgia. The offensively, especially, at the quarterback position, I'm definitely not concerned with the offense for that team and the quarterback position. And when I watched the spring game for Georgia, I definitely saw a lot of, good throws by the quarterbacks and all of them. No telling who's going to be the starter just yet, but, Georgia's going to have a guy that maybe could stand up to be the next Stetson Bennett or maybe some other Georgia quarterback like Aaron Murray and also Jake Fromm. There's been a lot of great quarterbacks now in Georgia history. You had Jake Fromm, and then, of course, Stetson Bennett under the Kirby Smart era. Who's going to be that next Stetson Bennett, or also that, who's going to be that next Jake Fromm at quarterback. So, but again, the talent is there for Georgia on both sides of the ball, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about that position for, position for them. And I think the talent is there for them to win a three-peat this year for the national championship. It would be a really big shock to me if Georgia did not win it this year. They're definitely the favorites to win it this season. And they've been the favorite, ever since they've, won the national championship last year against TCU. They just rolled over in that game, and they're already picking Georgia to win the national title once again for the 3rd time in a year. So, but those are my 5 reasons why I believe Georgia could probably win a national championship. Again, we'll do some other teams. We'll probably do the top 5 teams that I think have a really good shot to win a national championship. We've gave you 12 teams that have a chance to win a national title. We probably don't have time to do all 12 teams, but we'll probably just do the top 5 teams before we head into our predictions in the month of May, or, like next Sunday here. We're already in the month of May. So, but those are my 5 reasons why I think Georgia will win a national championship this year. Let me guys know what you think about these 5 reasons. Do you agree or disagree? Is there another reason why I think they would win? Let me know down in the comments below, and stay tuned here for more sports content on the Lucas Ross Sports Channel.